This is PBL 2 by Kailey Curtis, Sandra Ponte, Janelle Francis, and John Philpott. In this PBL, we're reviewing and discussing the CBC video Home Appraisals. Hidden camera investigation reveals race could affect value. What is happening in the video? 3 women of different racial backgrounds are set up in the same home at different times, staged with various items that reflect their background, to have 6 appraisals completed, 2 for each homeowner. Hidden cameras record the interactions between appraisers and homeowners and document the extent of inspections performed. The homeowners are provided with estimated values of the home. The differences are striking. There is reason to believe that appraisals are subjective and should become more standardized. The CEO of the AIC, Keith Landcastle, was shown the results, and while he admitted that there is a problem and that improvements could be made, he would not blame this on racial bias. Here are the appraisal results. There are slight discrepancies between the white homeowner and the South Asian homeowner's assessments. The black homeowner's appraisal difference was significant, and she had the lowest average overall of the 3 homeowners. Also noteworthy, the black homeowner was asked twice during the first appraisal if she was the owner, which was unique to her experience.
A female homeowner of color may be discriminated against for both their race and gender. This increases the need to prepare themselves even more so with the knowledge of purchasing and selling their home and improving their bargaining skills to protect not only themselves but their investments. According to Keeler 2021, women tend to pay 2% more when purchasing and make 2% less when selling a house compared to men. Keeler also states that there is a prejudice that women do not tend to bargain as well as their male counterparts. Many appraisers are not completing a thorough assessment or asking the appropriate questions. There seems to be a lack of awareness that you can get a second opinion or file complaints. According to AIC, only 1 complaint regarding racial bias has been made since 2009, and the National Association of Real Estate Appraisers of Canada has not received any complaints. The appraisal industry has not been challenged and therefore has no accountability or supervision from the government.
Under Section 15 of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, quote, every individual is equal before and under the law and has the right to the equal protection, equal benefit of the law without discrimination, and in particular without discrimination based on race, national or ethnic origin, color, religion, sex, age, or mental and physical disability, end quote. This does not pertain solely to our judicial system, but how Canada sees every human being. However, the Supreme Court of Canada uses this as a framework against discrimination and recognizes that every human being deserves equality and respect. The Canadian Human Rights Act of 1997, Section 28, states that all Canadians have the right to equality, equal opportunity, fair treatment, and an environment free of discrimination on the basis of sex, sexual orientation, marital status, and family status, end quote. And according to the Ontario Human Rights Codes of 1989, under the freedom of discrimination, every person has the right to be free from racial discrimination and harassment in the social areas of employment, services, goods, facilities, housing accommodation, contracts, and membership in trade and vocational associations. Furthermore, you should not be treated differently because of your race or other related grounds such as your ancestry, ethnicity, religion, or place of origin.
Solution 1. Bring awareness to programs that support racialized groups in succeeding. One is Black North Initiative, a reasonably new organization in the GTA with multiple programs to support Black families, students, and professionals. BNI created a home ownership bridge program after recognizing that 75% of Torontonians who identify as white have larger incomes and own their homes, whereas 69% who identify as racialized have lower incomes and rent their homes. The program enables Black families to enter the housing market. BNI's goal is to have 200 new Black homeowners by 2027. For more detailed information, you can visit their website. There are still dregs of racism in our community that we allow. Just as in the past, it was normal to discriminate against Black people, we have normalized racism in ways today we don't see. Andre Perry.
A trans multiculturally responsive education fosters change at the core, beginning with our future leaders. Teaching our students through trans multicultural education embraces culture as a way of life and cultural diversity as an encompassing aspect of our community. It asks teachers to rethink, what do we need to undo and unlearn to recreate a curriculum that is responsive to the multiple needs of today's diverse students. These changes will elicit awareness and create an environment where cultural differences are valued and respected, creating a community of learners that celebrate differences.
Solution number 3. The Ontario Human Rights Code states that, quote, if you believe that your rights under the code have been violated, you can contact the Legal Support Center, consult a lawyer of your own choosing, file a human rights application with the tribunal, or file a grievance under your collective agreement to protect your rights. You may not be punished or threatened with punishment for trying to exercise these rights. Any attempt or threat to punish you is called a reprisal, end quote.
Solution 4. Protect yourself. Educate and empower homeowners to come forward and file complaints. The AIC has only received one complaint about racial bias since 2009, and the CNA-REA hasn't received any in the last 7 years. Homeowners who believe they were discriminated against can file a complaint with the AIC. The organization also has a mandatory professional insurance program which can cover homeowners if they suffer a loss due to an appraiser's mistake, but the homeowner would have to take the appraiser to court. WOWA suggests you do your research on comparable properties in your area ahead of time, ask questions if you disagree with a quote, and do not hesitate to request a second opinion.
These are our references. Thank you for watching. Any questions?